You know exactly what you want to say in English.
But the moment you open your mouth, nothing.
Just silence. And that horrible blank feeling where your brain just completely shuts down.
And it is not because your English is bad. It is because of something happening inside your brain. And if nobody has ever explained this to you before, we're going to fix it in under 10 minutes.
Welcome back to English from Zero. I'm Jessica.
And I am Jake. Let us get straight into it.
Okay, quick win first. Right now, while you're watching, say this out loud. Today I feel, and then finish the sentence in English. Do not think, do not plan, just say the first thing that comes to your mouth.
Go ahead, we will wait.
Did you do it? Good, because what you just did is the exact opposite of freezing, and that is exactly what we are going to teach your brain to do automatically today.
But first, let's talk about what is actually happening when your brain freezes, because most people think it's a confidence problem.
It is not confidence. It is biology.
Biology?
Yes. When you feel pressure to speak English, your brain actually goes into a mild stress response.
And stress does something very specific to your brain. It shuts down the part responsible for language production.
Wait, so stress literally switches off the part of your brain that produces language?
Exactly. It's not that the words disappear. They're still there, but the stress response is blocking the pathway to get them out.
That explains so much, honestly. I used to think I was just not smart enough, like everyone else could speak English and something was just wrong with me.
And so many learners feel exactly that way. But it has nothing to do with intelligence. It's just your brain responding to pressure the way it is wired to respond.
And once you understand that, everything changes. Because now, instead of fighting yourself, you can work with your brain instead of against it.
Exactly. And the first way to do that is a technique called the pressure release.
The pressure release. What is that? So the freeze happens because of pressure, real or imagined. So the pressure release is about removing that pressure in the moment before it builds into a full freeze.
And how do you do that?
You do it with one simple phrase. You say out loud, or in your head, "It is okay if this is messy." Just 3 words. It is okay. And then you start speaking.
That's it? Just saying it's okay?
I know it sounds almost too simple, but it works because it interrupts the stress response before it can take hold. Your brain hears "it is okay," and it stands down from high alert.
So you're literally talking your brain out of freezing before it has a chance to fully freeze.
Yes, and here's the curiosity gap, because the second technique works on a completely different level. And honestly, when I first heard it, I thought, there's no way this actually works.
Same. I was so skeptical.
But it does, and we're getting to it right after this. But first, comment challenge. Right now, write in the comments the last time your brain froze in English. Where were you? What happened? Just 2 sentences. Be honest. We love hearing your real stories.
Yes, write it below. And if you're not subscribed to English from Zero yet, hit that subscribe button right now. We drop new English lessons every single week, and every single one is designed to get you speaking more naturally and more confidently.
Okay, Jake, tell them the second technique.
Okay, so the second technique is called the anchor word method. And this one is specifically designed to restart your brain when it is already frozen, like a reboot button.
Interesting. Explain it.
So, you pick one English word, just one, a word that feels natural and comfortable to you, something like well, or okay, or so, or honestly. And every single time your brain freezes, you say that anchor word out loud immediately.
So instead of standing in silence while your brain panics, you say, well, and then your brain has a starting point to work from.
Exactly. The anchor word buys your brain about 2 seconds, and 2 seconds is enough for the stress response to drop and for the words to start flowing again.
That is so clever, because native speakers do this all the time without even realizing it.
All the time. You hear it constantly in real English conversations. Well, so, honestly, look, these are all anchor words that native speakers use to give their brain a moment to catch up.
So we're not learning a new trick, we're just learning a tool that fluent speakers already use naturally every single day.
And once you have your anchor word, you practice saying it until it becomes completely automatic. So when the freeze comes, the anchor word comes out before your brain even has time to panic.
Like a reflex.
Exactly like a reflex. And the freeze loses its power completely.
Okay, I want to add something here because this is so important. Both of these techniques, the pressure release and the anchor word method, they only work if you practice them before you need them.
Yes, you cannot wait until you're standing in front of someone and freezing to try these for the first time. You have to practice them alone first until they become automatic reflexes.
So practice the pressure release right now. Say out loud, "It is okay if this is messy." Say it.
And pick your anchor word right now. Well, so, honestly, look. Pick one that feels natural to you and say it 3 times out loud right now.
We are very serious about the right now part.
Very serious, because the more you say these things in a safe, low-pressure moment, the more available they'll be in a high-pressure, real-life moment.
And that availability is everything. When your brain freezes, you don't have time to think. You need something that comes automatically, without thinking, like a reflex.
And by the way, we have been so happy seeing this community grow every single week. If you're part of English from Zero and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. You're exactly who this channel was built for.
Okay, let's bring everything together. Why does your brain freeze in English?
Because pressure triggers a stress response that blocks your language production pathway. It's biology, not weakness, not intelligence, just biology.
And how do you fix it?
Technique 1, the pressure release. Before you speak, say, "It is okay if this is messy." Interrupt the stress response before it builds into a full freeze.
Technique 2, the anchor word method. Pick one comfortable English word. Well, so, honestly, look, and use it the moment your brain freezes to give yourself 2 seconds to restart.
Practice both of these alone every single day until they become completely automatic reflexes.
And the freeze will lose its power. Not all at once, but day by day, practice by practice. It gets weaker and weaker until one day you realize it's just gone.
And that day is coming. Sooner than you think.
Much sooner than you think. Okay, everyone, tell us in the comments, what is your anchor word going to be? Write it below right now. Well, so, honestly, luck, or something completely different?
We want to know, and we want you to commit to it right here in the comments. Make it official.
Make it official. I love that.
Now, here's something to think about. You just learned how to stop your brain from freezing when you speak. But what about when native speakers speak to you at full speed and your brain freezes trying to understand them? Because that's the other freeze, and it's just as frustrating.
And if fast, natural English still trips up your ears, go watch our video, Fast English Phrases for Movies. Test your listening. We take real movie clips and break down every single fast phrase word by word, so your ears never freeze again either.
Fix the freeze when you speak, fix the freeze when you listen. We'll see you in the next one.